should not be assumed that it is okay. Let's put the responsibility where the responsibility lies, and I can assure you your county government will not let you down. These are my comments, and I do plan to support the budget tonight, but as I stated before, we are behind the school system, but allow those who do the funding for this particular position do what they're supposed to do, and then come to us and ask us. Thank you. Commissioner Hamilton, I recognize you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So good evening to Durham citizens. It is always wonderful to see people in the attendance here and that are committed to our community, to care about our children, care about our teachers, care about the staff, the support staff, and the areas of Durham. Durham is a wonderful place to live, grow and play, as we've heard over and over again. We want to make sure that it stays that way. We have heard from so many of you in the last few weeks. I wish we heard from you during the year, rather than just one time during the year. We would love to hear from you more. I would also love to see you take this energy to fight and roll. Where so many of the decisions are being made that impact our school's budget, which impacts the county's budget. You have commissioners from all across the state lobbying for our schools and our counties, and we don't get funds so that we don't get funds taken away from our counties or our schools, and that they don't push unfunded mandates down on us. As of Friday, it appears that the state may not have a budget until September or October, which means we don't know what the impact will be. And you can bet there will be an impact. I am profoundly saddened when commissioners stir up mistrust, distrust, by telling half-truths which kin to lies in our community. If we learn anything from the horrific tragedy in Charleston, we learn that our communities of differences can come together around the truth and make a resounding statement of no against those who attempt to tear us apart. In emails that were sent out about the budget that quoted $16 million of surplus, that there was no reason that we could not use that money for the schools, and not telling the complete truth is damaging to the whole community. This is not telling the truth. I've heard your request. I've heard your top leaders from this community that say that there are two things that must be gotten under control for us to continue to have the vibrant growth and recognition that we've had this far. And those things are crime and education. You know, I want to thank Larissa Cyber, who sent me a statement that I made in the Independent Weekly. And the quote, "Our public schools must function at that same lofty level." And I want to change that a little bit. I said then, same lofty level. Now it must move to a higher level. Our school system is doing a great job, but always saying that there is no room for growth? Well, I've run that. So, and I also said I have and will push hard for a well-financed, well-run system for our youngsters. I raised 4 children. I raised most of them, 2 of them in this community that went to Durham Public Schools. So we're not cutting funding, we're increasing funding for Durham Public Schools. And we ask for transparency. Somebody talked about this $19 million and the fact that the superintendent that was involved with that is no longer here. That doesn't matter.
Why not?
That he's not here. We're asking you, the community, to hold the school board accountable, just like you hold us accountable. We're asking you to do the same. We're asking you to come to the table with the school board, with the county commissioners, as we design a plan for where we're going. What is it that we want for our community? What do we want for our children?
Schools.
We have,
Excuse me, Commissioner Howard, would you hold your phone? Ma'am, if I have to speak to you one more time, I'm very serious. I'm going to ask the sheriff to move you out of the room. I am very serious. This is your last time. You spoke when I was talking. I'm not going to argue with you. You heard me.
That was another one.
The Commissioner Howard, continue.
you know, the plan that we're talking about, the state is set in their budget. They're going to put together a plan for us if we don't come up with our own. So I'm asking you to come to the table and debate that, because we won't like what they pushed out. The recommended budget realigned over $3.5 million worth of base county resources to high priority taxes. These reinvestments save taxpayer dollars, otherwise they would have been in an area that we would have needed to fund additional local funding. We've funded $1.8 million for school support, additional students. The supplement that we talked about. I understand, I read the article from Hillside, the teacher there, and he talked about in 15 years, and the supplement that he's got is atrocious. But he also talked about, even with the supplement being given, there's no certainty that he will get it. So what kind of transparency is that? How do we know how it's going to be dispersed? We've given this supplement, and we've asked the school to match that with their fund balance. The fund balance is there, can be matched. At some point, it needs to be increased. It's not sufficient. Now, the other thing that has not been mentioned was the grant request. And I know you think that the state, and we all have issues around that, but there was a grant that the schools were to apply for, and 75 school districts in this state applied for that funding, but we did not apply. Now, I'm sure that the school has its issues around applying for it. But if 75 schools in the state was willing to do that, it makes me wonder why we're not going to apply for it. So it's too late at this point. But, so there are quite a few things that come into play with this budget. And I ask you, I agree with our chair, that we've said to our school board, we're saying to you that we have no problem coming back to the table, and we've asked the superintendent and the school board to let us know what they need. That we have supported the school ever since I've been on this board. and I have fought for children since I've been big enough to fight. So there is no problem in us doing that. We ask you as a community to work with us so that we can make sure that you as teachers and staff and bus drivers have what you need. Because we're not fighting against you. We need your support, and your system, your school system needs your support. So we ask you to work with us. And whatever, Raleigh will do what Raleigh does. But we live here and we take care of our own. And whether you believe it or not, but we do. So thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner Howard. So Commissioner Taker?
Before I begin my statement, I'd just like to ask staff, all of our meetings are recorded, the budget work sessions, are they all recorded?
Not an audio.
I'm sorry, you have them recorded?
Not an audio.
How are they recorded?
We have a recorded in our office, but not.
Okay, but you record them,
Right.
okay. Because I would like you to go back and find, during the budget hearing, our budget director, Claudia Hager, I specifically asked the question during our budget hearings, how much new available funding that we had available for funding in our budget this year. And at that time, I was told $16 million. I would like staff, if you could please find that. And then we received clarification on that this past week from our manager, who explained that some of that funding was actually restricted funding and some of it was unrestricted. But that was the number that was given to us initially. But we received further clarification from that it was actually $9 million and $7 million of it is restricted. So I just wanted to be able to get that information. I am unable to support the budget that has been presented to